My best Tommy Boy impression. What do you do after a car accident? This is a really big thing that nobody thinks about. And I'll start off with a personal story. So, when I was in Alaska, I had a car accident where I got hit from the side. My head went into the windshield and I went home. Sorry, the window. And I went home. And I thought, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And there was a big lump on my head. And then my wife kept noticing that I was getting my words mixed up. I was saying that I was going to brush my teeth with shampoo, I was going to wash my hair with toothpaste. And at that point, she said, "You're going to the ER." So I went to the ER, got diagnosed with a concussion. Basically, they told me not to do anything, just relax. Next day, I went to work. And the doctors at work actually sent me home. They're like, "Are you nuts? Like, go home. You aren't supposed to be looking at anything." And I got really brief, limited care. And then I stopped. That's what you don't do after a car accident. So I did a lot of things wrong there. And I'm going to use my story as an example because now I have a tendency towards neck pain and neck issues. Anytime I go to the chiropractor, all my muscles are really tight. Everything's locked up. Anytime I go to acupuncture, like, oh my gosh, your muscles are just ridiculous. Same thing in massage. And most of them agree that it probably stems from this car accident where I got hit from the side and whiplashed. And everything I did about this was wrong. So I didn't go to the hospital immediately or go to the doctor. I waited. So I had a really nasty concussion that could have been dangerous. My wife was getting ready to have our second born at any time at this point, by the way. She was like overdue. And then, after going to the doctor, I probably went to the chiropractor and the osteopath like 6 or 7 times. I went to massage a couple times. I went to acupuncture a couple times. That was it. And then I settled out for a very small amount. Like whatever the minimum amount the insurance companies offer is, that's what I settled out for. And now I have this ongoing issue for years where my neck never got better. And part of that's because of the accident. I've had multiple accidents in the past. And part of that is because I didn't get it properly taken care of. So that's what you don't do after a car accident. What you do is you get checked out by a doctor who knows this kind of injury, who knows whiplash injuries, who knows how to treat post car accident injuries. Especially if you have pre-existing conditions, especially if you're pregnant. Something else you do that is not going to be popular, but I'm going to say in the beginning, get a lawyer. And I know that people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't have to get a lawyer." The reason I say this is not because of the settlement, which I should have gotten a lot more of a settlement for my injuries. It's because if they try denying you coverage, if they try denying you care when they aren't supposed to, if you need more care, then the small amount that they give you, which gets burned through quickly on a car accident, and you don't have legal representation, then they're going to come after you out of your pocket. So you absolutely want to have a good lawyer that you at least talk to. Even if you don't hire the lawyer, talk to the lawyer. At least let him know what's going on. Let her know what's going on. And then getting proper care. And when I say proper care, I mean getting somebody who knows post whiplash, post concussion, post car accident injuries and a whole team around you. So not just going to the osteopath or the naturopath, also going to chiropractic, getting acupuncture regularly, twice a week, 3 times a week for months, getting massage, doing everything you need to do until those doctors release you and tell you you're good to go. This is very, very essential. And no one's ever thinking about it at the time because your brain gets rattled, right? You're like, your adrenaline's going, your head just got jarred, your brain just hit the skull cavity, caused a concussion, and it's the last thing you're thinking about. So what I used to do is I actually put the name of the lawyer I trusted and his phone number and a little sheet in my car. So after this was done, to make sure that I didn't have to think, I just had it. But these are all things you want to do after a car accident. And like I said, if you aren't comfortable with getting a lawyer at the beginning, that's fine. You don't have to. Still want to talk to one. Still want to get checked out at the hospital. Still want to get checked out by good doctors. A good acupuncturist who knows car accident injuries, whiplash injuries. This is the stuff that you really want to focus on and really want to make sure that you take care of yourself. Have you ever had a serious car accident that affected your life in the long term? If you have, post your story below in the comments and share what you went through. Share what you wish you would have done differently, because these are the things that people need to hear. Thanks a bunch.